Samuel Smith, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you, John?
Good. I'm recording this call over VOD burner, so I just wanted to just get a couple quick debrief. I'm here, of course, at GMIC, the Green Meetings Industry Council's Conference, Sustainable Meetings. You've just done something really unique. You've joined a team over Skype. So can you tell me a little bit about how you this came to be and what your experience was like the last hour?
Yeah, so hello everyone, my name is Sam Smith. This morning I was on the GMIC live stream, and I was following the live stream through Sonic Foundry, and then I was also on Twitter. And when they said, "Hey, we're gonna have this group activity, and people are gonna be using iPads, and they're gonna have this mobile team," there were so many team choices. I didn't know which team to choose, so I said, "Hey, which team should I choose?" And Brian Hunt said, "Team Oak, it's the best team. You should be a part of our team." And I said, "Okay, fine, done." And then I said, "Hey, why don't we Skype in? I'll be happy to join through Skype and join the team, whatever." And he said, "Okay, the meeting is at 1:50 this afternoon, which for me that's 3:50 because I'm 2 hours ahead of you guys. So I just happened to be available, so jumped in and participating. So I think it's for me this format with the game and the case study is an interesting format, and so that's also why I'm participating and want to kind of get the feel. But also, as a remote person, if you're just watching, it's really kind of lame and boring, right? I mean, most events are like that, right? And so being able to engage and participate gives me a much stronger connection. I've also met several new people here this afternoon, so I think that's good too.
Well, that's fantastic. Again, I'm CEO for Geoteaming. What we do is corporate team building through technology and adventure. So just being at this conference is fascinating for me to watch what actually people will do. It's not what they intended, but of course what people actually do. And so I thought it was fascinating too. There's a couple things that I noticed here too. Actually, your participation by Skype in some ways is so much stronger because people all have to stop to listen to you. So there's a couple things like that were unexpected, but allow you to possibly take a leadership role. And again, I just wanted to see if you noticed anything else on your side in terms of social dynamics.
Well, yeah, and then I think also on my side, I couldn't hear all the participants, and I thought there was another remote participant, but actually I think she was sitting 2 over from me, but not by the microphone. So the people across the table from me who I could see, I had a much stronger connection with them because I could hear them, and then I could read their nonverbals, right? I was able to look into the whites of their eyes, if you will, and read their reactions and all of their nonverbal things. And so I think that's also important if you can do it. One of the things that I think is important for virtual participation is a rich engagement level. And so Twitter is one, so chatting is using chat function is one thing, whether that's Twitter or a private chat function. But then you can get the audio and the video in there, especially to the video. That's when you start to see all these other elements of the people, and on both sides, right? You get to see that from me. You get a feel for where I am, and I can show you the snowstorm that's outside my house if you want. But that adds additional context and perspective to who is this person that's out there we're talking with. So.
And you actually knew some of our team members too, so you reconnected again in that space by jumping in virtually. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. And I did read the people that were on the team. It's kind of it's in the GMIC mobile app, and I saw that Joseph Chen was on the team from Synaxis, and I know him. And so, but I kind of had forgotten about that in the last 2 hours because I was working on another project. So then when I saw him on the camera, I was like, "Hey, how's it going?" So that's pretty cool. So.
Well, any closing words about either the future of work or the future of sustainability from this experience? What blew your mind, or what are you inspired by?
Well, for me, the format of getting people to engage and participate will help. I think it's going to help me reinforce the learning points from this, because it's not just listening to a lecture. So we talked about 3 cities that I've been to. I've been to conferences at 2 of the 3. One I haven't. But I was able to get a different kind of perspective in the sustainability part because we were discussing it. I wouldn't have got that out of watching a presentation, because I probably would have been bored to death if someone would have put up a chart and said, "Here are the things." I've been like, great. But because we were talking about it in the context of we have this challenge and we need to solve a problem, it made the learning important to me right now, right? And the need to know that information is relevant to this problem we're trying to solve, which if you look at the any of the statistics on learning and education and even on behavioral change, right? What it says is that if you just tell the person, they're going to hear it and that's fine, but in 2 weeks they're only going to remember about 20% of that, if that much. And the same with what they see, but if they do it, it's up to 70 to 90%, right? So already I can tell you that, my what I'll probably take away from this, even if this were it and this ended right now, is significantly stronger than would have happened otherwise. If I would have just been live streaming or participating in sitting in a chair. So for me, this kind of stuff is really exciting. Where do I think it'll go with work? I think that social media has made us all a lot more comfortable with technology and how it works, and that you can like something. You don't have to write a whole big thing. You can just like it, or you can share it with your friends. And they're going to start demanding more of those kinds of experiences in their meetings and conferences and events. And this is one of those ways to do that. And I also think that you have people like this morning, before the GMIC, I went to my daughter's dance recital, okay?
Yeah.
So not only could I participate, but she's 3, has a it was at her little daycare school thing. They have a little dance recital. So I was able to go to that, get back, and then participate in this conference. Since my family is important to me, I'm able to do all of those things at the same time. And we're going to see more people. I think the Gen Ys are much more like this than I am, but you're going to see more people wanting to do that, or they're going to be faced with challenges. My family is a two adults working family or whatever, but we have kids, and as a result, both my wife and I can't travel all the time that our businesses demand of us, right?
Yep.
We have to make compromises. And so the virtual element, or this Skype participation element, allows us to participate, right? And I think you're just going to see more of that over time. So anyway.
That's fantastic.
Hope that helps.
Again, with over 2 decades myself of experiential education, it's fascinating to watch these technology tools that I've seen for over a decade really now come into day-to-day interaction. Stuff we dreamt about and only had access to very few numbers. We'd actually made happen on the fly today with absolutely no planning. So I really want to thank you for, participating in the experience. We look forward to joining you in the next team meeting.
Yep. Thanks, Joseph. Have a good day.
Okay, thanks. Talk to you
All
soon.
right.